My boss cut my salary while I stayed home for my newborn. I made him regret it. A bit of background. I worked for a really small company straight out of undergrad with about 3 employees and the owner. My degree was in engineering, but I wound up doing procurement, fabrication, welding, machining, shop management, site management, safety, and more on top of my engineering duties. I was overworked and undervalued. I will say, though, that it was good experience for the rest of my career. Side note to you prospective engineers. An engineering degree is among the few where grades in college do matter and significantly affect your prospects for your first job. I chose not to focus entirely on my studies and paid the price with this difficult job for 3 years. On to the compliance. A big part of this job was that I was out of town on a job site anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks a few times a year. Toward the end of my time with this company, I knew I was leaving soon. I had gotten a business graduate degree now, and that really empowered me to not back down on a lot of things. Around this time, my first child was on the way, and sure enough, a job was scheduled near the due date. The owner, while he had a lot of shortcomings, understood when I told him I would not be going. However, he refused to keep me on my regular salary while they were gone. There was plenty of work to be done, so it wouldn't have been a vacation. He instead insisted he would pay me based on how many units of a certain part I produced while they were gone. Inventory was low, and we actually did need the parts. Fine by me if that's how you want to play it. For the 2 weeks they were gone, I only came in about 4 hours a day, 4 days a week, and busted out a ton of these parts. It ended up costing him a substantial bit more to pay me his way, and a lot of other things that I did for the company were put on hold during those weeks. Should have paid me my salary, dude. Edit. For everyone asking, no, the owner/boss was not trying to give a baby bonus. He was hoping to pay me less. I was there. Also, my statements about GPA speak in general terms of what students in similar situations will experience on average, not individual paths. I'll leave it at that. I stand by what I said. Thankfully, GPA drops off immediately after the first job. It's a great way to redeem a lackluster college effort if you put in the work. Thanks to everyone for the awards and comments. Very interesting to read everyone's experiences.